Welcome to Barry Charles Footy Show, your one-stop shop for everything rugby league, and what a doozy we have today. We're going to talk about Jarome Luai. Where is he heading? Is he going anywhere? Will he take a $2 million pay cut to stay at the Panthers? The Dragons, they're looking to sign Mark Taylor, of all people. The Knights are looking to get rid of Daniel Saifiti and Jayden Brailey. Where can they possibly go? And then is there a scare in the camp of the Broncos with 3 players down injured? Will they be right for Sunday grand final football? Let's get to it. All smoke and mirrors, as we see in grand final times. Always issues around injuries, and this is no different. Let's get to it right here, right now at Barry Charles Footy Show. Let's go. Jarome Luai, yes, there is talks around that he's about to get offers that are way higher than 800,000, more like 1.2 million a season over a long-term contract. He could be losing out on 2 million. So what does the plan stand for Jarome Luai? Should he stay and win more comps at Penrith? There's no guarantee, but the way Penrith have continued to rise and rise again, but now Spencer Lenu and Stephen Crichton are gone. Have they got the replacements for them? The question marks will be over there, but they said they're about Api Coruscant. They got it done. They got it done for the Army kick out. If they win again, I think that's going to play a major role in ways. He either wants to build a huge legacy of Penrith, try to, or he said he's had enough, he's won enough Penrith, he's going to take the payday now. That's the question mark. Where would you go if you were Jarome Luai? Do you stay put? No, if you're going to chase the money, where do you go? Do you go to the Bulldogs? With Crichton and kick out there, Matt Burton, there's a chance he's going to go there. More than likely, if he's going to go anyway. The Dragons, I can't see him going there. I can't see him going to the Tigers. They're just not playing good enough football for mine to suggest that. And you're saying the Bulldogs aren't either, but Bulldogs have some upside. They've got Adokar on the team as well. So there's some upside there. But Titans, to me, is the team. Whether he wants to move from New South Wales is probably highly unlikely. But if you want a team that could possibly turn into a premiership team with Luai in the team, that would be the place I'd go if I was Luai, if you're looking at changing teams to win a comp. But yeah, more than likely, if he's going to leave, it'll probably be the Bulldogs, unless there is one of the big guns looking to maybe replace Luke Keary. The Roosters seem to be able to have money for every single player they want. As we know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. If the Roosters want someone, it can be done. Kiwi Walters, let's get to that big breaking news. Is Herbie Farnworth out of the game? We will see. We'll see if it's all smoke and mirrors, if it's just a joke, or if he's actually injured and going to be out and not playing. It's going to be a big one for you Broncos fans out there. You'd hope he's playing, because they really, really do need Herbie Farnworth out on the field. But who replaces Herbie Farnworth if he is gone? Well, there's really only 2 selections in my opinion. It's either Tristan Sailor or Corey Oates. There could be someone else. They would probably, I would say, Jesse Arthars just moved to centre and Corey Oates comes onto the wing. I think that's probably the most likely scenario there, and that's probably what will happen if Herbie Farnworth is out. I think that's the way they'll go, depending on how they want to structure their team. But there's talks of Adam Reynolds' knee injury. I think it's just all smoke and mirrors. I think he's already had the knee injury. He's just playing with it, and in old age it's tough. And I think that's just, and Payne Huss, I think they're just giving him he's got a bit of bumps and bruises. He needs a rest. I think it's just as simple as that. A lot of smoke and mirrors when you come to this season, but Herbie Farnworth is probably the most concerning, because the hamstring is hard to really play, which we've known all season with Luke Metcalf out, Latrell Mitchell. Well, that was a calf, but the hamstrings can be a bit of an issue. Yes, what is happening with the Knights? Daniel Saifiti and Jayden Brailey might be out the door, but let's be fair, Dinkum. Who is going to pay $880K for Daniel Saifiti next year? Nobody. He'd be lucky to get $600K, I think, at the moment on current form. That's probably likely where he would go. Someone might pay him higher, but who would pay him that sort of money? Where would I see Daniel Saifiti fitting in? Bulldogs, Tigers. They're pretty much the ones. I'll be Dragons. Those are the teams you're looking at probably. it's going to be tough for they'll be the more desperate teams wanting to turn it around and trying to get something. So that's probably if Saifiti's going to go. And Jayden Brailey talks to the Dragons. Want him? They already got Freedom Crossland. Jayden Brailey has been injury prone. It might be time to just say see you later to Jayden Brailey for the Knights and take him off his roster. Even though he signed for another couple of years, there's going to be an interesting dynamic going forward. Yes, it's going to be big footy coming up. Yes, Mark Taylor to the Dragons, apparently. This is what's happening. There's talks that they want him to be in a non-football capacity, and they want him in amongst the group. Shane Flanagan does. Is that really a good thing or not? I'm not 100% sure, but there was just something in the news lately. But yes, what is the future going to be for some of these cellar dwellers? Well, I'm going to talk about it more in depth. I'm going to talk about all the team seasons coming up very shortly. But where are the teams going to improve? Are the Bulldogs going to finally improve? Because it doesn't look like they have improved. Are the West Tigers going to improve? Because they're looking stronger. Or the Dragons improve with Flanagan coming in. Possibility. But this is the thing you've got to ask yourself at home, folks. There's 17 teams now. 9 teams are going to miss the 8. Only 8 are going to make it. So it's less than 50% now. I think the old adage, if you do well one year, the next year you're going to just make the top 8. That's not the case. Only 2 teams have proven that over the last 20 years, really. There's only 2 teams, well, not 20 years. More recently, the Panthers have been consistently in the team to beat. But Roosters have been a little bit in and out. But Storm have been the most consistent team over the last 20 years. Manly have fallen off a cliff. Manly have just disappeared and out the door. See you later. They have been really just going backwards. And Anthony Seibold, that's just gone backwards with them. Should have kept Des Hasler, in my opinion. But obviously, that's just the way it happened. But who is going to be the biggest improver? Well, it's hard to know who the biggest improver is. But where do you say if a team is like 9th or 10th and they jump into the top 4? Someone from down the bottom makes it. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. I expect the Titans to go up. I think the Titans will go up substantially, especially if they get Ben Hunt, whether that ever happens. But if that happens, look out. Ben Hunt might be a beautiful buy for the Titans if that ever eventuates. Talks that I don't know if he wanted to go there, but it depends. It depends what he wants to do. If he wants to play hooker. Now, Billy Walters has really pushed away from the Broncos, so he might have lost his chance there. He's running out of positions. But if he wants to play halfback, he'll have to stay at the Dragons, more than likely. Maybe the Bulldogs would sign him as a halfback, but yeah, there's probably some questions they'll have to answer. But thank you. That is the Barry Charles Footy Show for another episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video. Have a great day out there.